today is day 2 of the 30-day challenge, and what I wanted to talk about today is forgiveness and the journey of forgiveness that I am on. I've always gone off, well, I shouldn't say always. Recently, I've gone off the definition of forgiveness to mean to no longer hold resentment or anger towards a certain person or issue. And with that definition in mind, it's easier for me to better determine how productive I am, or how closer I am to obtaining forgiveness. That's coming out a little clunky, but what I'm saying is, before, I've always wanted to have a forgiving heart, and I still do, but I didn't fully understand what it meant to be that way. I would just say, I forgive you to people, or even in my mind, or like ask myself, why can't I let this go? And having that definition that I just shared has really helped me move closer to being forgiving, but I'm not fully there yet. That's something that I'm still working through. But something that has helped me is realizing the wrongs that I've done in the past, and realizing how I would like to be forgiven for the things that I've done, and where I've kind of gone astray in the past that kind of took me away from having a forgiving heart is trying to measure up my wrongdoings against the wrongdoings of things that have been done to me, and measuring out which one I thought was worse. And that just did not take me down a very positive road. If anything, I would spiral in my mind and just kind of fall into myself. But I'm really trying to stay away from that, and trying to embrace life more, be more forgiving, which I've already said, but truly it's a lot harder to do than it is to say, which I'm sure a lot of people have experienced that on their own. But for me, just seeing forgiveness as an act that I have to consciously work on regularly and consistently has helped it become more of a possibility for me to embrace into my life. Because if I realize forgiving others isn't the easiest thing to do, it doesn't mean that it's not the best thing for me, and honestly for society as a whole. I think learning that forgiveness isn't condoning an act, but it's allowing, well, I'll speak for myself, it's allowing me to not let the negative actions of others dictate how I feel about the world, or dictate my worldview. Like recognizing that there are people who have done wrong to others who may not feel remorse about those actions yet, but just because they don't feel remorse for those actions doesn't mean that I don't deserve to be happy, and it doesn't mean that I don't deserve to live a very fulfilled and satisfied life. So the same way that I feel that I'm learning to forgive others regardless of if they request that forgiveness or not, I'm also learning that it's okay to move on without the forgiveness, like me receiving the forgiveness for my past wrongdoings, like learning from my past mistakes and learning from the mistakes of others, and just trying to be the best possible version of myself is what I can do. And I think that's all that can really be asked for. But anyways, with that said, please let me know if you guys are ever struggling with forgiving others, and what helps you overcome that struggle.